and wanted to talk today about are we missing the signs. So, um, interesting stories. To go back to yesterday, I was talking about the last couple days, um, some grieving stuff, and a business associate of mine, Andrea, and I finished my live yesterday, and I was on my way to meet some friends for dinner. So I called her and let her know that I had posted the video and I was speaking about her. I wanted her to see it. As I'm calling her, what was interesting was a bird almost hit my front window of my car. And you can make this up. So as I'm talking to her and sharing with her about the number thing that I posted and what we shared, and I share with you guys as well, I went into another topic. I said, when mom passed, I was at a restaurant in Woburn, Mass, Montville Avenue, and I was sitting with my uncle and my cousin. It was a couple of days after her funeral, and I saw a hummingbird on this busy street. There's a little bush there by the window. I'd never seen a hummingbird before. I didn't even know it was a hummingbird. My cousin and I both looked at each other and were like, "Oh my god!" Uh, you know, Sign, right? Again, I'm not telling you guys what to think or what to do, or thought processes, but when we slow down and pay attention and listen to things, like listening to your body, listening to your environment, listening to mental stuff, physical stuff, we see things, and whatever that means to you. Also, I spoke about friends of mine, Layla and Wesley, who got married in Vegas. I was at their wedding. Amazing couple. And I spoke about the numerology thing that her mom was into and about the number 17. Both our moms died on the 17th. I was videotaping Layla's wedding outside in Vegas, and the birds, there was birds going crazy. I never heard anything like it before. It was just unbelievable. And I kept telling everybody, "You hear the birds?" It was just amazing. And Layla did hear it. And she had some good footage of that from me. And it was, she believes, we all believe it was a sign as well, right? Again, not telling you what to think or do, but my point is that when we stop and we slow down and we really take the time to think about everything, there's signs of everything, like walking. So I love walking, okay? And again, it gives me so much clarity. And so many things are reflective of that. I would be on this track for many years with my mom. She passed 2 years ago, and I miss her so much. She was so adamant about walking, and she was in such great shape. And she had it all together until COVID hit. And I remember being down here, and there was signs on having a mask on. I didn't wear my mask outside. I thought it was crazy. So some people were looking at me, and we had to breathe some air. Okay, I'm not telling people what to believe or what not to believe. I just know what we went through was hell, and I'm still dealing with it, right? And I'm doing great. Don't misunderstand me. And I hope that this resonates with people. And thank you. Let me know where you're from, and please subscribe. I'm working on 150, and I want to hear your stories too. If this touches you, I really do. This is my wellness journey. By the way, I'm Steve Klein. Not making any claims here. Not a doctor or anything like that. Just had some health issues, and after COVID, everybody got crazy on so many things, right? And just reminiscing on some stuff and just about paying attention to ourselves and our environment and slowing down and just thinking for yourself is my gist. So, um, you know, the last few days I've been reminiscing with friends who lost loved ones as well. And when I told you guys with my friend Ara and Julie the other night from high school and talking about losses that they had as well, personal things, and talking about. I was talking on the phone with some other friends and talking about COVID and how we had to buy groceries and wipe it all down before we came in and all the stuff that we went through. It was just craziness. I understand. why, okay? But still, I forgot all that. Just like I forgot so many things about what happened with my mom. I forgot. And some things, like yesterday, talking to Andrea, a bird is almost like hitting my front of my car, and I'm calling her to tell her about the video. Oh, I didn't tell you this. Again, I'm not telling you what to believe by any means. I'm not, but I can't make this up. So, the restaurant that I was at with my uncle and my cousin, okay, after my mom died, where I saw that hummingbird. I don't think I ever saw a hummingbird in my life, actually. And this was on a busy street, which is crazy. Um, is the same restaurant that Andrea went to. It was her son's favorite restaurant. He passed away. He would have been like 42 the other day, and she went with her whole family to celebrate his birthday. And I had no idea that that's where she went. She knew that what restaurant I was talking about because I told her the story before. But talk about like coincidences. I can't make this up. Okay. And it's just, again, I'm not trying to convince you or tell you things that sound like they're far out to you. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just talking about take the time for yourself and think and walk. I want everybody to walk with me around the world. When you walk, so many things are healing, okay? And so many things are, serendipities from just getting your mind right to sleeping better, which I've been sleeping a lot better, okay? And so many things. For 2 years, because I was so close to my mom, she's my best friend, I was in a really bad place. I really was. And I'm still dealing with it, of course. There's not a day that both my parents are not with me. I love my parents so much. They were everything to me. And I took care of them both. Um, and I don't regret it by any means. It wasn't easy. I don't regret it though. But talking to you guys has been really helpful. And I hope this is touching one of you guys. If you're going through something, I do want to hear about it. And if this inspires you to walk and create a YouTube station, great. Please let me know. I'd subscribe to you as well. And let me know where he's from, by the way, and you know what you're going through. You've been going to enough restaurants. Yes, I have been. I do eat out, but I also cook a lot too. And during COVID, I cooked a lot. I learned how to cook actually on YouTube. I was like, Mom, wasn't eating right. So I really stepped it up and was doing the best I could do, giving lots of supplements and all that. And I do believe that she survived a lot longer because of that. And again, I don't regret any of it, none of it. So anyway, just wanted to share that with folks. We got to pay attention to ourselves and our environment, and have your own thoughts. Okay, that's your mental thoughts. That's your well-being. I mean, I was chatting with friend I told you, she had her first cousin commit suicide the other day, and a friend, same day. So, you know what people are going through? Nobody knows. And your health, physically and mentally, are all you got. And all we got is each other. So, yes, I do run a wellness challenge. And by the way, it's complimentary. The more the merrier. You can see some of them on my YouTube station, and people from around the world can join it. Just email me. Next one's in May, and we talk about all things, whatever it is. I'm not a doctor, I'm not making claims. We do have doctors involved, and mostly naturopaths. And we encourage each other on accountability of whatever you're working on. So this past fall, they had a walking challenge where there was an app called Step Up, and I downloaded it, went on it, and my goal was for a long time. I was always walking, but my goal was to do 10,000 steps. I kept looking at it YouTube and saying, "Wow, that'd be really cool." And I saw people doing 10 miles a day, and I was like, "Can I do that?" And you could chat with people and send them messages and see where they're at. So I did, and I was pushing myself, and I was like, "Wow, I could do 10 miles." Um, it was, I was hurting. I won't lie, and blisters and all that, but it was great. I felt so good. So winter hit, and then, my goal was to go to the mall, and of course, that didn't exactly happen. It was a bad winter. But I'm back to walking and working up to that. But even if you're watching this, like I keep saying on each one, just moving a little bit. Just encourage you to walk around the world with me. Let's do it. And there's so many serendipities to that. Like I said, your back pain from sleeping better, mental clarity, and just listening to your body. What the body is doing on the outside, what's happening on the inside, right? However you phrase it. I also have my own health issues, as I always say. I almost died taking Advil, vomited blood, went through me. I was hospitalized. They didn't know if I had stomach cancer or an ulcer. Thank God I didn't have any of it, but they told me I had to get on Nexium, so I listened. 10 years. I don't think you get on that long anymore. Went to the dentist, had x-rays, bone loss. They said, you're young for that. Scared me, got off of it, and saw doctors and met some naturopaths that were into this high-impact ginger turmeric muscadine, which I swear by. I'm on that. A lot of people have lab-made things. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just choose not to go that route. I choose to go the most natural, high-impact from the ground up. And it's independently tested, not once, but twice. Okay, so that means a lot to me, but at the end of the day, it gets results. And I learned from another mentor of mine who passed away right when my mom passed away. I went to go see him. He had, his wife was in Japan, and he lived there as well. He had parasites. And I was at a hospital. It was a Thursday night here in Boston. My mom, legs swelled up. I was telling the doctor, I have a trip. I don't want to go. I'm worried. She said she should be fine. A few hours later, I didn't sleep. I'm in Utah, finding my friend in a hospital, and went to see him. And it was a very busy time. It was when Joe Biden was president, and he was in town that day in Utah, and the traffic was crazy. So I was trying to get to point A to point B, and I did. And then he died, and I don't regret it. He was younger than me, and he saved my life. So he taught me this wellness survey that goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar, and digestion. And it gets to the root cause of what's going on. And yes, our food's been messed with. So people have physical issues, mental issues, all that. It started with the Industrial Revolution, feeding the cows grains. They're supposed to eat grass or hay, as we now all hear. And then the 90s with the GMOs. If you go to PubMed.gov, you can see all the diseases from 1990 to 2026 and the percentage they went up. So some of the things have changed with the food pyramid recently, but it's still not right. I feel it's a ketogenic lifestyle slash paleo is the way to go. You can never always be perfect, but when we talk about people committing suicide, okay, which I was chatting with my friend about, it's not, with mental issues, it's not their fault. It's our food. They really need to get on the right food. That's what it is. I'm not saying that I don't believe in medicine, okay, as long as you need it. I'm not telling you whether to believe it or not. I just find it interesting that most of the medical professionals don't know much about nutrition, very little. And I don't agree with that. So I tell people, if you go to a physical like I do, go to a naturopath as well, or a DO that sees the full picture, and get another opinion on stuff so you know things. I have one that I'm going to go to again. I went last year, it's like $350 for an hour. Well worth it. He muscle tests everything on my stomach, tells me my body likes it, rejects it, what's good for me. He puts other herbs and stuff. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that, and this makes sense. And it's just good to have the full picture. I was told from this mentor, okay, and he passed away because, again, he had to go to the hospital. Unfortunately, I thank God we have them, but they treat you only so much, and they only do so much, and sometimes it's just not enough to save you. Okay, and I get that, but he saved my life, and I feel like I need to forward that. So anybody that's watching this, again, not making claims or anything, I'm not a doctor or nothing like that, but I'd be happy to conduct one for you complimentary, and it's life changing. I can tell you that. And again, I don't care what it is. It's all the proper nutrition. And I know it's harder than ever from the environment, it really is, but pay attention to things and stop a little bit and really think, okay? And then track things, okay? And that's what I feel is so important on everything. Everything's so fast paced, everybody's trying to think for you. And take a walk, uh, get clarity every day. Um, I'm still trying to get caught up in my last 6 years of my life, okay, from many things that I just couldn't do. And it was just crazy. Mom needed 24-hour care. I could not do a lot of things. And I'm reflecting, right? And that's what this is doing. And I'm in a good place, just so you guys know. I am in a good place. But I wanted to share that with you. It's just things sometimes we don't realize are still with us, and they'll always be with us, you know? And like if you lost a loved one, they're with you. And my mom and dad are with me every day, my best friends, my heroes, you know? So um, very close to them. And I would do anything and do it all over again. So anyway, it's crisp here in Boston tonight. It's like in the 50s. Let's go down a little bit. I think this week is going to warm up again. It's so up and down this time of year. But a few people are out here. You see people are playing tennis. There's people are walking. This is our high school track. During the day, I've been coming down here a lot of times. I don't really schedule the time I come on. I just schedule it on my schedule. I'm going to make a commitment to go out each day, and I've been doing that. Um, Best I can do. I know we're getting a bunch of rain this week, I think after Tuesday, so I don't know if I'll have to hit the mall. We'll see how bad it is. Um, about going live, that is. But, and I know that I'll be walking longer, but I'm not going to walk, you know, several hours live holding a phone. but, um, but I do want to motivate you guys, and I'm so thankful for YouTube because I never did lives before. I just started doing them. And it's like I'm not alone, you're not alone, and we can walk together. And it's been great. So, anyway, I appreciate everybody here watching and listening. And like I said, think about things, pay attention, and start tracking stuff. And whatever motivates you to move a little bit or take care of your health, I encourage you to do so. But try walking even a little bit, even if you're in a tough situation. And I think you'll be surprised of all the extra little things that it does and um, what it means. So, whatever things mean to you, just like, again, for me, what was that all about? A bird's flying into my window. It triggered me calling business associate, well, friend Andrea, about the hummingbird. And she went to the same restaurant the other day to celebrate her son's birthday in heaven. And then Layla and Wesley's wedding, I can't make this up. If you were there, I never heard birds like that. And even the people at the place said the same thing. They never heard birds like that. It was like her, you know, we believe it was her mom saying hello, and I believe it. So anyway, again, not telling you what to believe, just sharing with you. Take your time and track your life and your wellness journey. You know, mentally, physically, all that. And I think you'll see some great results and you'll feel better. I know for me, um, going on and off of keto as well, which I'm doing my best to stay on it. Okay, I do cheat sometimes, but I feel better on it. Slash paleo, uh, I sleep better through the night, deeper and a lot more refreshed. For several years, uh, after mom passed, was I kept thinking she was waking up and she would wake up, go to the bathroom, and potentially fall, or was really had bad sundowning, where she'd go to lock the door and stay there till 4 in the morning and wake up and do it again. She thought someone was going to come in, and it was going on for a while, so I couldn't sleep. And even after she passed, I was panicked, and I didn't realize it. And now I'm realizing it because I'm reflecting it, and I'm also chatting with a lot of people that are going through stuff as well. So, like I said, you're going through some of this. You're not alone. I would love to hear from you and your story and what you're going through. Put a comment, message me if this inspires you to do a YouTube station. on your wellness journey. I want to know. I'll subscribe, and we'll be friends. More the merrier. If you like to join in May, it'll be a 9-week wellness quest. Send me an email with your information wherever you're from in the world. It doesn't matter. And let's do it. We do a Zoom once a week. We all come in together. I tape it. Some make it, some don't, because it's available on replay on the station. You can see some of the past ones, like I said. Try to change up the subjects and ask people how they're doing. It's all about you and us. And it's great to be accountable. And it's great to have people that help you to do better with your awareness and with signs of tracking physically, mentally, and all that. So anyway, well, happy Sunday, everybody. I think I'm going to go out for some fish tonight and get back home and work on all this stuff I got to clean up and get ready for a busy week. And I hope you guys have a busy week as well. A good week, that is. And I will, like I said, do my best to keep coming live as much as I can. If you don't see me for a couple of days, it's something I got to deal with, but that's my goal. And just like you, if you set a goal before you go to bed, I write 10 things down. And my goal is to get through those 10 things. If I don't get through them, as I cross them off, I don't beat myself up. I do it the next day and reschedule it. And I hope that encourages you to do the same thing. Sometimes our intention is to start walking, but yet life gets in the way and you can't. But then because you keep writing it down each day, the 5th day, the next week, you start doing it, and then you're consistent no matter what, and you will see the results. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Again, like, subscribe. I want to hit 150 subscribers with you guys. Thank you so much. And like I said, let me know where you're from and what you're going through. I really want to know. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can know when I'm going live, because I really don't know. Every day is different. So with that said, none of this is scripted. This is not AI. And I look forward to getting to know you guys. Take care.